Shalom, that's peace and blessings. First and foremost, I want to give all honor, glory, and praises to the Most High God. That's the name of the Father, Bahashem, in the name of Yahweh Shah, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ. And first, I want to give a mighty shalom to the elders and the brothers out there that's doing the work on the highways and byways. A mighty shalom to you, brothers. And I want to give a mighty shalom to those who may be not in the highways and byways, but are building themselves up in the spirit and doing the work eternally and starting to do the work on the highways and byways to wake up our people. Mighty shalom to you, Akim, and to the Aquaf, the sisters that are referencing their husbands that are being submissive and shamefaced. Mighty shalom to you also. So in this video, I want to get into, and I believe I will call it, America will be judged. So essentially, I kind of wanted to go into, how like America is going to be judged, but for the main reason of what they have done to the chosen people, which we believe to be the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. So I was kind of contemplating on whether I should call it, America will be judged, or, the slavery of the chosen people will not go unpunished, either one. But I think I'm going to go with America will be judged. So I'm going to go into the reason why biblically America will be judged. So I'm going to start with Revelation chapter 13, verse 9. If any man have an ear, let him hear. So obviously, if you have common sense, if you have ears, and obviously you can hear. But I would say if you have common sense and you have and you're knowledgeable, in a way, let you hear these words that are coming from the scriptures. So then I'm gonna go to Revelation. I say 13 and 10. So this is Revelation chapter 13, verse 10. He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. So when the so-called blacks went into slavery, who was the main people? And I said this in another video before, but who was the main people that led us into slavery? Like we just didn't hop on a boat, and came over here on our own and put chains on our own feet and yokes of iron on our necks and, was obeying a white man for no reason, but we just did it ourselves. Like, nah, we didn't come over here to do that, and we didn't come over here willingly at that. So think about to yourself, and you could do your own research on this, but even though everybody should already know the answer, that we obviously believe of who did this. And we all know the answer. I don't even really gotta go too in depth with it. So right here, and we know who these people are. So in the scriptures, it says, he that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. Those people led us into captivity. The judgment of them ultimately is them going into captivity under us. So right here it says, he that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword. So, they killed us by the mass numbers. They go around the world killing other nations, other races of people by the mass number with the sword. And what will be the modern day sword? We will all believe is the firearm. That's the modern day sword, because obviously people don't walk around with swords and big ass machetes and shit no more. No, most people walk around with a gun or a firearm, pistol, however you want to call it. So, and right here it says, here is the patience and the faith of the saints. So the saints are ultimately his chosen people. You know, in this context, it means us, his chosen people, the patience and the faith of the saints. Because we are the only people that can, in the scriptures, that are really called the saints. So now I'm going to go into Exodus chapter 21 and 16. All right. So this is just another, clue of who this judgment is for. Exodus chapter 21, Salakia. Exodus chapter 21, verse 16. And he that stealeth a man and selleth him, or if he be found in his hand, he shall surely be put to death. So even till this day, just like how I said before, we just didn't get on boats for no reason, or just willingly by ourselves and came over here to serve a white man or people that we view as weaker than us. We didn't just come over here and do that for no reason. So those people obviously took us against our will and brought us over here and did all those atrocities to us. So in this verse right here, it's obviously saying that he that stealeth a man and selleth him, or if he be found in his hand, he shall surely be put to death. So even till this very day, we have never left as a collective. Yeah, maybe some of us may leave. You know, maybe a few may move to, may move back to Africa, or a few may, go to England, or, down to Mexico and then, Canada and things like that. But by the mass majority of us, we're still in America. We're still, subjugated to this racist and unjust system. So, we still really haven't left our enemy's hand entirely, for the most part. Again, maybe one or two of us may leave, but no, that's not the collective. You feel me? Most of us are still here in poverty and living in oppression. So right here it says, if the so-called black, Hispanic, and Native American is found in whoever the oppressor's hand is, he shall surely be put to death. You feel me? So this is also going to play into the judgment. I will get more into that on the video after this one, really going into depth on America's fate. So now I want to go into 2 Thessalonians. I could do 1 verse 6. So say right here, 2 Thessalonians chapter 1 verse 6. Seeing it is a righteous thing with God to recompense tribulation to them that trouble you. So it's a righteous thing with the Most High that, that he's gonna bring this vengeance upon those people that have done those atrocities and all of those wicked ass, abominable acts ever we can all debate. To us, it's a righteous thing that God is gonna pay them back for what they did. And this is all in the scriptures. You can go look for this, yourself. I'm just reading it and I'm showing you it. But if you want to go read it and look into it yourself, that's up to you. And I fully, promote that you go do that you do your own research. But I'm just bringing it out for the meantime. Salakia. So now I want to go into, I say Ezekiel chapter, I go 25 and 10. Ezekiel 25 verse 10. I could use this. All right. Ezekiel 25 verse 10. Actually, no, not 10. Not 10. That wasn't the one I wanted. Bear with me here. Yeah, Okay. Ezekiel chapter 25, verse 13. Therefore, thus saith the Lord God, I will also stretch out mine hand upon Edom, and will cut off man and beast from it, and I will make it desolate from Taman, and they of Dedan shall fall by the sword. So obviously it's saying right here basically that the Most High will bring vengeance upon Edom. And who do we believe that Edom is? The so-called white man, or the so-called white race, which in another video after these two videos I'm gonna make on America's judgment, I will go into who Esau is, or who Edom is, so it won't be no type of confusion. Or people may say, oh, Esau is the Arab, things like that. Nah, we the scriptures are very clear on who Esau is, and we know who Esau is as, brothers and sisters who are in this knowledge. So right here is obviously talking about the Most High bringing his judgment onto Edom, or the so-called white race. So now I want to go into I'll go into Ezekiel, I say 25, verse, I believe 14, I believe. Yeah, I could use this. Okay, Ezekiel chapter 25, verse 14. And I will lay my vengeance upon Edom by the hand of my people Israel, the so-called Black, Hispanic, and Native Indian, and they shall do in Edom according to mine anger and according to my fury. So when it says right here, they shall do in Edom according to my anger and according to my fury, when it says they shall do in Edom, wherever mainly the so-called white race is, and mainly where they're in power at, that's Edom. That's spiritually Edom, and really it is Edom because they have power over it at the moment. So what's the main place that we look all around the world? Now we could say, yeah, that could be Russia, or yeah, that could be Europe, or yeah, that could be Australia, but no, they don't have the military might. I would say probably Russia a little bit now, but we could say that even according to we could say history, really, America has always been that powerhouse. America has always been that nation with the most military might in general. So when the scriptures, when the Most High says, and I will lay my vengeance upon Edom by the hand of my people Israel, and they shall do in Edom according to my anger, he's going to use us in these last days to be his battle axe, to lay his vengeance upon these people. You feel me? In with, so-called America, which in the scriptures, which is with Slakia, in the scriptures is called Mystery Babylon. So that scripture is really plain, when you have eyes to see. And I'm going to finish right here. And it says, and they shall know my vengeance, saith the Lord. And the Most High said that vengeance is his. So at the end of the day, this is all judgment upon them for what they have done to the chosen people. This is not just happening for no reason. Everything has a reason. The Most High has a reasoning for everything he does, and everything he does is righteous. So now I'm going to go into really, I should have did this on the last video of who the Israelites are, my first video, I believe, but I'm going to go more into depth on this right now, so, just to bring more context and really paint the picture of who, our enemies are, or who the scriptures, of who really the Most High is going to lay his vengeance on, and who, the we could say the not the victims, because we're the victims, but I would say the the people who committed the act against us. You feel me? So I'm going to go more into that. And I'm going to go into Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 68. KJV. Oh, KJV. Right here. So I'm going to paint the picture right here. Now, you're going to see how I string this along, and you're going to start to understand it. Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 68. And Lord willing, you understand it. And the Lord shall bring the Israelites, because at the end of the day, the reason why the Most High is doing this to his people is because they transgressed the laws that he has given them. So right here it says, and the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships. So if the chosen people was already in the land, they wouldn't need ships to get to Egypt, because Egypt and Israel is literally walking distance. You know, you wouldn't need a ship to get there. You could literally just walk there. You feel me? You see how people can walk from Egypt all the way down to the Gaza Strip, you know? And that's almost like walking from Israel to Egypt, or from Jerusalem to Egypt, you know? So at the end of the day, if that was talking about the Egypt over there, we wouldn't need to walk to it, you know, back then. But right here it says, by the way where I spake unto thee, thou shalt see it no more again. So the old Egypt, we're not gonna see that again. You know, we're not gonna go back to that Egypt. This Egypt that the Most High is talking about is a different Egypt spiritually. So physically and spiritually. And there ye shall be sold unto your enemies for bondmen, slave men, and bondwomen, slave women, and no man shall buy you, meaning no man shall save you. Obviously, if it says right here, and there ye shall be sold unto your enemies for bondmen and bondwomen, but right here it says no man shall buy you. Obviously, people are gonna try to say, oh, you know, right there it says, and no man shall buy you, but literally the verse above it says, we shall be sold unto our enemies. So what are people literally doing? Buying us. Like, you know, people can't try to play that little game. You know, Christians mainly be trying to play that little game. Like, nah, that's not gonna work, because literally, you know, the verse above it is literally gonna cut all that they're saying. So then I'm gonna jump down to Deuteronomy. I mean, I could do it right here, honestly. Deuteronomy, let's see. I kind of want to stay in the same verse. Bear with me. 32 KJV. Now, y'all go obviously see I'm reading the Bible, so you know all of this is in the scriptures. If you want to do your own research on it, by all means, do your thing. So Deuteronomy chapter 20, verse 32. This is one of the curses of the transgressions. If the Most High's people transgress the laws that He has given them, these curses will fall upon them. So Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 32, thy sons and thy daughters shall be given unto another people, and thine eyes shall look and fare with longing for them all the day long, and there shall be no might in thine hand. So obviously in slavery, I don't really need to go too much in depth with it. They were separating families, taking the children from the mothers and the fathers, separating the father and the wife. You know, right here is just, you know, the Most High foretelling that. You know, the Most High telling us that this is gonna happen to y'all if y'all transgress the laws that I have given you. You know, so obviously we can see once we got to America, that has happened. You know, historically, we can go into history and show that. You know, they show it in movies all the time of how the son and the daughter, is separated from the mother. When they get to the little auction block, they're separated. You feel me? And who's the people that's buying them? The so-called white man. So that's our sons and daughters being given unto another people. You feel me? Because obviously they're not really being raised by their own parents or by their own people. They're being given unto another people. So, and we didn't have no might in our hand to really get them back because we're in oppression, we're in subjection. They're the people that had the power over us at the time. So now I'ma jump to 36, and I'm probably gonna get 2 more scriptures just to make this a little bit, quicker. Yeah, right here. Salakia. Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 36. The Lord shall bring thee and thy king, which thou shalt set over thee, unto a nation which thou nor Salakia, which neither thou nor thy fathers have known, and there thou shalt serve Salakia, and there shalt thou serve other gods, wood and stone. So, to make this plain and simple, the Most High, in this land that we're in, back then too, but I'm gonna put it into terms we can understand it, of now, of the reality we live in right now. The Most High is gonna set another 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 nation of people in term of the ruler that's ruling at the moment. Another nation of people over us, in terms of a king, which in America's terms, our king will be what we call the president, the president of the United States. Even though they really don't have that much power, they're still the face of the government. So we can all, put 2 and 2 together of who a modern day king would be, and that would be the president. They have their own little spot to living in the White House. They ride in the Escalade, damn near being treated like a king, having all the abundance of everything. So they almost being treated like a king. So we can say that, the Most High has set another nation of people over us, or a man of another nation to be king over us, and our fathers, our forefathers don't know, this system, and obviously don't know these nations of people that's ruling over us, in terms of today, in terms of now. So, and it says, in this land, and there shalt thou serve other gods, wood and stone. So what's the main, when you see like, let's say like the movie The Nun, right? What's the main thing you see on their neck? A wooden cross, right? When in some churches, what do some pastors wear? A wooden cross. I know for the church I went to, sometimes like on the little altar in front of the pastor when he was preaching on the stage, it was like a wooden cross, things like that. Yeah, we can match that up today of what that means and what that indicates, and that right there indicates Christianity. And stone, over in the Mecca, over in the Middle East, what do they worship and what do they dance around? They dance around a cobblestone, or a stone rock in a sense, and we would believe that that's Allah, So Muslims, Islam, that's all centered around a stone, a rock. You feel me? So that's other gods. In this land, you have a lot of our people in Christianity. You have a good number of our people in Islam. So in this land, we're serving other gods, wood and stone. So, to break that down to simpler terms, we can understand it. And I'll go to 49 just to make this a little quick and close it up. Deuteronomy chapter 28 verse 49. And the Lord shall bring a nation against thee from far, from the end of the earth, as swift as the eagle flieth, a nation whose tongue thou shalt not understand. So this is the main portion right here. This is really what I wanted to get to. So it says that the Lord shall bring thee from afar, from the end of the earth, as swift as the eagle flieth. What is the national bird of the United States? What is really like really we could almost say most what's on most European flags? A eagle. What's the national bird of the United States? The bald eagle. You feel me? So it's obviously in the scriptures is the Most High is giving us a good description, of who the people are that did these things to us, and who their biblical nationality of who they really are. You understand? So right here it says, "And a nation whose tongue thou shalt not understand." When we got to this land, we wasn't speaking English. We just didn't come over here speaking English. That had to be beaten into us, and we can say, we can say, said over and over again to us, and viciously beaten their language into us, oppressed us, put us in chains, and did God knows what, but we know what, to us during those times, to make us speak English, to make us speak Spanish, to make us speak French Creole, So at the end of the day, the Bible, the Most High, is giving us the description of these people that did these things to us, so we would know, and that we will ultimately know that who we are. So now I'm gonna jump to the last scripture I want to get to before I close up. I want to go to 2nd Ezra chapter 5 verse 42, KJV. And this is 2nd Ezra 5 verse 42. And he said unto me, I will liken my judgment unto a ring, like as there is no slackness of the last, even so there is no swiftness of the first. So right here when it says, and he said unto me, this is the prophet Ezra. And basically, we could almost say, him talking to the Most High, and things like that. This is the Most High telling Ezra that I will liken my judgment unto a ring. So, the saying that nowadays people say, calm as a bitch, or what goes around comes back around. What is a ring? When you look at a ring, it's round. So if I put a ball on a ring, what is gonna go round? The ball is gonna go one way, come back the next way, go one way, and then come back the next way. Go around, come back around, go around, come back around. The Most High's judgment is like a ring. What goes around comes back around. So at the end of the day, the judgment or the atrocities and the sins and the abominations that those people, and we know who I'm talking about. I don't really gotta say the names, nor do I have to really point them out as much, because I already did it throughout this whole video. They will be judged. Their judgment is coming. So, I really want to end with that. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah. Again, mighty shalom to those brothers that's doing the work on the highways and byways. Hey, we got to repent. America doesn't have too much longer left. Shalom.